Everyone, so FIFA 19 is upon us, and I'm here to announce everything that's new to FIFA 19. It's going to be coming to the game. It's very exciting. The announcement of FIFA 19. I've seen the trailer, and it looks really good. It's only a quick trailer, but that's the start. There's obviously going to be still more to come. But yeah, so we've got a lot to get through. So I'll start with the biggest announcement, the biggest of all I think for FIFA games. It's going to be the addition of the Champions League. It's just going to bring the game to life. It's the major platform of football, it's the Champions League, and it's what we're all hoping for, it to be official, and also included is going to be Europa League as well. So both these modes are going to be a little bit of a bonus to the game. It's just going to add the game to life, and when you're playing in career mode, it's going to be really exciting because it's the official Champions League, official Europa League, and all the badges, things like that, the arms, things like that, all the banners and stuff. The next big announcement is game plans. I think this is going to change the game completely, because as we know, all the years actually in FIFA, we've always had sliders, and as we know on YouTube, you got all the custom tactics. The best custom tactics to use, etc., and you're always playing with these sliders, and it's always in the back of your mind, is it working, things like that, and it's not really it's not really technical. It's more a case of hit and hope sort of thing. So this year, as you can see a screenshot there, you better really sort of define your style of play. As I'm pro, you can see you'll be able to see on the mini map, the radar, where your team's going to form, and you're able to choose the different defensive styles like pressing, after you lost the ball, constant pressure like Liverpool, and also the offensive styles as well. You're going to choose how many players go into the box, and your style, so like fast attack, things like that. So it's really going to change the game, I think, FIFA 19, and be more in depth. The next point is new shooting. This year it's going to be a bar added into the game, which means that once you shoot, once your player before the player hits the ball, if you press it again for the second time and you get it in the middle of the green bar, you get a perfect shot. It's just going to change shooting a little bit, I think, and make it more worthwhile. Next one we got is a new touch system, which is going to mean that you can, player touches are going to be more defined and more advanced and more varied, and also when the ball comes towards you, if you flick the stick in a certain direction, the player is going to be able to flick the ball up and maybe create something and score some good volleys and no free kicks and things like that. So it's going to be more sort of varied, and I think it's going to add bits to the game. Also passing, it's got an upgrade as well. It's going to be more enhanced through balls, and I read a quote on the game, so someone's replayed it, and they said that the passing is going to be more. The passing is more sort of, the passing seems better, and through balls are more accurate as well. Next thing we've got is 50-50 battles. As we know, you can jostle in the game already, but it's going to be more enhanced this year. You're going to be doing more tugging, more sort of pushing and pulling, things like that. It's going to be more physical, so it's going to add a bit more realism to the game, I think. So that's the cover of the new features, FIFA 19. Just to recap, so you've got the new tactics system, which is going to be very, very in depth. You're going to be able to save these tactics, your own tactics, for the D-pad, park the bus, and all-out attack are going to be removed from the game completely, and they're going to be replaced with your own tactics, one for offensive, one defensive, which means you get in game, you don't have to press start, you can just switch to them by the D-pad, which I think is a nice touch, and it will confuse your opponent as well, rather than sort of going to the start menu. They're going to know you've changed it. There's some new shooting, which might take a while to get used to, especially for beginners, but I think that as he says, it's going to add a little extra bit of class to the game, because when you if you get like connecting with the ball perfectly, if you get to it perfectly, you're going to get a good connection and a good shot, and you might be score some spectacular goals. Just something new to sort of to think about it when shooting, but I do think it's a bit technical, a little bit maybe too much technical, because you got to get it right in the middle, and it's like quick thinking as well, and you're always going to be thinking that when you're shooting rather than just hitting the ball. So that's my opinion on that. Yeah, so the whole Champions League, and obviously the Champions League and the Europa is going to be in the game, so that's going to bring the game to life completely, rather than having these sort of default tournaments as their name, like Champions Cup, things like that. It's going to be the official Champions League and official Europa League, which means obviously we see it in real life. It's a brilliant atmosphere, and in career mode you're going to experience all that in your own sort of in your own way. Obviously, it will be very nice. So that's going to be very exciting, I think, coming to the game. Yep, and so the passing, obviously, the passing is going to be improved. So through balls, I've read, are going to be more accurate, and obviously passing in general is going to seem better. So they've improved that, so obviously better passing. I've also read that crossing as well. It's more harder. It's more harder to do. So when you're whipping it in, it's more a case of the trajectory of the ball, or trajectory, if that's the right word, on the ball. So when you're crossing it, I've read that you can play over, your players' heads or your strikers' heads, things like that. The players also hanging the hair a bit more, for a bit longer, so you can score more spectacular headers. And then I've read that it seems headers are more they're more rewarding when you score them, because of the whole new player position of when you're going to head the ball, things like that. So there's crossing, passing, through balls all improved. I think the crossing is more along the realism side, as in, like, if it's a bit harder to cross the ball, it's more a case of if you hit the ball, I suppose. So that's going to be a good addition. And yeah, 53 battles, that's going to be the game's a bit more physical, which you do see in real life. You see a lot of players pulling and pushing these days, and yeah, you want to sort of tussle with players and that. So you want people want to see a bit more enhanced, feel more realistic. And a new touching system, which means that we're going to see more sort of like flicks over the head. We're going to see sort of like little, flick ups with the ball, and maybe when the ball's coming towards you, it's bouncing or on the floor, you can sort of flick it around a player, or you can flick it up, have a quick shot, and that. I think we're going to see more sort of spectacular goals being scored, and a chance to score them sort of goals. Yeah, so overall, a quick add actually to the new tactics system as well, is that you're also going to be able to tell how many players are going to be out for corners, and you can have set instructions as well for your wing backs to either overlap your wingers, who's then bombing forward all the time. That's your own choice. And also you might have to set how many players are actually in the box as well when you're attacking. I just think that the new tactic system is going to be really, really good, because it's more in depth and it's all in tools at your disposal. I think that's what FIFA actually needed, because all them sliders in your face, you don't really know what you was doing, and the whole instruction, did it really work? That's the main question that we've always been asking. Every time I played the game, it didn't seem like it worked. But I mention this again because I really think the tactics is the big standout for me for this year's game, because you, especially in game as well, where you're going to be able to sort of like switch sim when you're playing rather than pressing the start button. So I think that's the best add for me. And you've got all these options as well, which is going to change the gameplay for me and make it sort of like just quite realistic. So yeah, that's all the new features of FIFA 19, and I think this game is going to be really, really good. I think this is going to be the most enhanced and in-depth FIFA compared to all the others, because there's more tools this year, and yeah, regarding Champions League and Europa League, I think that's going to bring the game a step higher than what all other FIFAs have been because of the addition of them, and obviously it's going to be in the game, you're going to see it, and it's going to be the atmosphere and everything, and especially in career mode as well. So I think that's the best set. That's a really good ad. I think that's going to bring FIFA to life. So thank you for watching. Not long now until FIFA 19. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm sure everyone else is, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And please subscribe and like. Thank you.